What's going on, team? It's your boy Daytrades with Team Bull Trading, and I hope you're all having an amazing day. Now today, we have to talk about something very important that I think a lot of people struggle with in trading. That's when to enter a trade and how to stop missing your trades. So, I have two examples from today, two real trades that I took, made almost 3 grand on, and a few aspects of those that I think will really help your trading and help you make more money. So, as always, we're going to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, as time is very valuable and we're not here to waste it. And if you get some value from this video, all I ask is you consider hitting that like and subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next and what you want to learn in the future. So, trade 1 of 2. This trade was on QQQ, and there's a few aspects to this that I want to look at. So, let's start from a 1 year, 1 day perspective, right? We're looking at this. What can we see from the 1 year, 1 day chart where we find our trends and we find our macro areas of support and resistance, right? We look at this. Where have we touched a few times? Look at this 320 level. We touched once today. This is today's candle. We'll go over that in just a second on a smaller time frame. Once today, here. Then we held this area very nice back in the day. So, seeing this, right? Obviously, we didn't see this today. Seeing this and seeing all this, we can get a good probability that when we get there, we're going to bounce. That being said, let's dive into a smaller time frame. Now, we're looking at this, right? Again, let's not focus on this area right now. Let's focus on this. Where do we come down and bounce pre-market today, right? Again, at this 320 area. So it's clear we have a macro support there, and we also have an intraday support, that shorter time frame support. So we go here, and I want to get to the emphasis of this on how to know when to enter a trade and when to enter, because it's not just as cut and dry. It's okay, we get to 320 and we enter right there, right? Obviously that's the point of it, but there's other aspects, there's sometimes where it hits a little early and so on that I want to talk about. So a rule of thumb that I have, right, is that when I'm trading things like SPY and QQQ, oftentimes I'll enter when it's 20 or 30 cents away. Now that being said, you have to be an experienced trader to do that, and you have to know what you're doing. You can't just say, okay, well, any stock that comes up, I'm just going to enter 30, 40, 20 cents away, whatever it is, and just hope I get lucky. Because if you don't manage your risk accordingly, you're going to enter early and you're going to get smoked. So for example, right, let's put a real example of what I actually did, right? Typically when I'm trading stuff like QQQ, SPY, I'll trade anywhere from 20 all the way up to like 70 or 80 contracts, maximum of about 100 if there's liquidity there, right? Let's just say on average 50, right? We're trading 50 contracts and we're trading QQQ, okay? So when we get down, like today, we got down to this 320 candle, right? We got down to here, right around this 320.3 area, 320.37, I think what it was exactly. I got into like 15, I got filled on like 15 contracts, right? We got to go down a little more. I fill on the rest. So today, unfortunately, I paper handed a little bit. This should have been easily a 5, 6, 7 grand trade. As you notice, we go down here, we touch. We have a massive move up later on in the day. However, on this first bounce, I was okay with what I got. We had a nice, $3, $4 relief bounce, and we're going to take it. So the point I'm trying to make to you is this, right? Is that you don't always have to be at your direct spot of entry. Now, if you're waiting for a macro time frame picture, you're waiting for, let's say, 100 level on a stock, and you get down to like 101 or 102, that's probably something you want to wait on. But if you're within 20, 30 cents and you size down a little bit, if you accept that risk to not miss the move, that's okay. Now, obviously, again, this is really important, so I hope you're still here listening. If you have a small account, right? If you don't have an extra contract to spare, then unfortunately you're going to have to wait until we hit that exact entry. However, as you start making money, as you start building that small account up, if you're at 1,000 or 2, once you get to 5, 10, 15, 20,000, whatever it is, which trading with Team Bull, you will eventually, then you start to be able to take those other position sizes, right? But a lot of times, again, we trade live, we send signals, and we have these support resistances mapped out every single day on our Discord. And sometimes we get to, like, let's say we came down here, our level was 320 to enter, and we came to 320.3. I personally don't want to miss that. Let's say we bounce at 320.3 and we have a massive move up. I don't want to be the one to miss that, right? So I'll take a little bit early to get a little piece. I'll know that risk. I'll manage that risk before I get in, before I make that move. And I'll understand the risk that comes with that. I'm not going to go full port early, just because, whatever. But, I have a rule of thumb. If we're trading these macro supports and resistances, which, if you know our levels, if you're in the Team Bull Trading Discord, you know all about this. If we're watching these big cycle levels, I will enter, 20, 30 cents before with a starter position, and then enter the rest when we get down to the actual level, obviously watching volume, time and sales, level 2, and all that as well. So that right there is going to wrap up trade 1. We held this support very nice. I love these whole psych number support bounces. I literally love them. I've been talking about this nonstop in my YouTube videos, nonstop on our live trading Discord. I love these. They've been an absolute money printer, and it's the most simple way to trade. Most simple way to, manage your positions, manage your entries and exits, and the contracts move very fluidly. I love doing this. Our gain section in the Discord shows it, that they love it too. And that being said, let's move on to trade 2. So trade 2 was actually a miracle, right? Because I made money on AMD. And if you know me, if you've been following this channel, if you've been following me in the Discord, you know that I hate trading AMD. But you know what? I'm not going to let bias come in where there's money to be made. So again, let's throw it back. Let's whip it back real quick to the 1-year, 1-day chart. Same thing again. What do we see? Where have we been bouncing every single time, right? Can you see? Can we, where's Waldo? Where's the support, right? Touched once, twice, 3, 4, 5. So again, today, Grizzly and myself are telling the team, we're going to bounce AMD for calls at 100. So we go down here, right? Come right here and buying in right here, okay? Buying at that macro support, whole psych number, again, just like QQQ, and we see a massive rip up. Now, actually on this one, right? On this one, I actually get in a little early entry. This was, again, another real example, right? I end up getting in right here. Around 100, it was like 100.3, something like that, because perfect example again. We came down and we didn't quite touch that 100 level. We touched the bottom of 100.22, right? So I didn't want to miss the move by 10 or 20 cents because on that macro picture, thesis that we're looking at, that 20 cents, wouldn't be much drawdown in contracts. So I managed my position there. I got in, added a little more down here at 100. We touched 100.08, big deal, 8 cents off. And then we had a massive rip up. Again, this should have also been a 2, 3, 4 grand trade. Upper 2, 3, 4 grand. Didn't execute as well as I would have liked. And, should have been a 5, 10 grand day. I'll still take my 3 grand I took. We're up amazing for the week. Had some awesome trades the last 2 weeks. But this is, again, a prime example. You guys see right here. Let's zoom in real closer. We come down to 100.2, right? Just because we didn't go down 20 more cents on a stock like this, that 20 cents wouldn't have done much to our contracts. So why not have a starter position, right? Instead of sitting there saying, oh, I knew I should have entered. Now, don't go full port here. Maybe not even go half size. Go maybe a quarter size, right? If you usually trade 5 contracts, trade 2. Cop 2 here, cop 3 at your, where you would have bought the rest, and then, take your position from there. Have a stop loss, have risk management, have your trading principles in place. And that, my friends, is how you're going to manage when to enter trades, when not to enter trades, and know what you're doing. So, again, know your levels, find your macro supports like we see here. Oftentimes, they pay very, very well if you do it right. Then execute intraday. I like to use the 5-day, 5-minute chart. However, the 1-day, 1-minute chart is okay for the first 10 to 15 minutes as well. So, that being said, I hope this video helps. I hope that you learn something. I hope you get some confidence from this, inspires you to make a lot of money in the stock market. God bless. Take care. Links to join us are in the bio. Have a great night. Team Bull, baby.